Good afternoon, this is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. We're at 41475 Metolius Avenue here in Sandy. Located down in the crawl space. Going through a 3-inch ABS clean out right before the foundation wall, front foundation. We're going to check the overall condition, serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Water is running. We are zeroed out and off we go. The reason we're going through here and not the clean out on the front patio, it doesn't look like someone taped the cover plate, and a bunch of concrete got into the seam around the cover plate. So I've been working on that thing for a minute, but it's stuck in there so good I decided just to say, forget it, we're going to move on to this option. So anyway, I would ask the builder to make that accessible so that you have that as an option. Transitioning there at a 3034 PVC. Secondary clean out right there. Alright, there's the main lateral connection. About 67 feet. We're going to go locate that real quick here while the line drains out. Thus far, most of the line looks good. There's one spot right at the transition I want to take a look at. It almost looked like concrete got in the line, but we'll see. Could just be some building debris. Alrighty, located the camera head. Line terminates on Metolius Avenue. It runs in a fairly straight shot, makes its way out to the street through the yard. Doesn't go under the driveway, which is nice. About 15 feet or so, maybe as much as 20 feet to the left of the driveway. That's as you face this house from the street, or face the front door of the house from the road. You'll see an S in the curb. That stands for sewer. That's right where your line crosses into the road. Now, if you see where the clean out plate is in the front patio next to the left of the front door, you can eyeball basically the exact trajectory the line takes. That's your secondary clean out. Those are very typically in the sidewalk or right at the very edge of the front yard, right before the yard meets the sidewalk. I don't recall seeing it in the concrete, but it might be out there. I wasn't looking terribly hard for it, but it's probably in the front yard, right about where the sidewalk is. Transition joint looks good. Okay, yeah, you've got a teeny tiny bit of standing water right there. I will notate that on the report. I mean, that's like the world's tiniest belly. It's a very common location to get one too, at the base of a hard vertical dive, right before a transition, and even for new construction. I mean, you see how much that just dove there? You're diving crazy hard. So, you know, you've got maybe a 1/16 of an inch or so of standing water there for about a foot. You would have to flush some crazy stuff down your sewer line to get a belly that tiny to ever cause a problem, and it would have nothing to do with the belly. You'd have to be abusing this thing like no tomorrow. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and reel the camera out of the line. Anytime there is any amount of standing water, whether it's incredibly minor like that, I'm always going to recommend you re-scope around 9, 10, 11 months into the 1-year warranty to make sure no progression takes place, which is very uncommon. I've cambered thousands of new construction homes. It's only a handful, maybe 2 to 5% of them, where I will actually see progression. nearly 100% of them will look exactly the same a year later. But every now and then I do catch stuff like that. And if you see progression at that particular part of the line, especially if it's notable, I would recommend it be fixed at that point. What you don't want to end up with is an offset, but I think it's unlikely to happen. Good flow to the main. All the pipe we just scopes in good condition and clean. Sewer line is functioning properly at this time.